Hello friends, Nananki here, bringing you another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. Today I'm playing the Demoman with a fairly stock loadout, except for the sticky gun and the grenade launcher are strange. Other than that, they are normal in every other respect, gameplay-wise, and the bottle, which is the stock melee weapon, because why use one of the swords if all you're really looking to do is bomb people and blow people up? Which is pretty much the primary focus of this video, which is the Demoman's strength, is getting people with explosions in spaces that are too small for them to run from them. If you know where people are going to be coming from, and you can throw stickies into that space and detonate them, especially around corners, you can have great success. The Demoman is, of course, the only class that can really actually hit people around corners. Everyone else's weapons are pretty much directed straight. Even the soldier can get people around corners, but not quite to the same extent that stickies can. A lot of TF2, being that it is a class-based game, is kind of a rock, paper, scissors situation, where certain classes are going to beat other classes depending on the context of their engagement. And that's pretty much the fact of the matter in this video, driven home over and over again, is that in a confined alley where there's not really any other options, it's a pinch point like almost no other. Demoman is really, really powerful, even without spectacular aim. I joined this server when they were on their way up to the first point. You saw the start of the video was when I joined the server, and as you can see and possibly hear, Blue Team was communicating pretty well. They had reasonable communication, setting up Ubers, but they just did not bring enough people, didn't bring enough force to bear when they would bring the Uber in. It was one of those situations where, you've got the medic and the guy who's Ubering coming in, and no team support behind him, and it just wasn't enough to punch through. And, I've been in that situation, as a medic, where, your team just is not following you in. Even the guy you're Ubering is kind of tentative about it. It's like, if you don't go for broke, sometimes it's not going to be sufficient. And, it was, in fact, during this play session that I hit my 400th hour on Demoman. Demoman is my most played class by a huge margin, and I hit 400 hours on it. I'm coming up on 1,500 hours played in TF2, which kind of surprises me, but I guess it shouldn't, considering I've been, playing it for, God, 3.5 years, I guess. I started playing in 2009, like January of 2009. Thankfully, we had good medics, and I didn't have to play medic. I'm not hesitant to play medic. I love medic, but this game would get boring really quickly if all I played was medic. So right here, this Uber is foiled and split up, and if you see right there in front of the sign, that spy running through, and I thought, well, where's he going? Probably up here, maybe, likely. Yep, sure enough. Picked him off, and that's really satisfying when you manage to predict exactly where somebody is going to go. So right here we're pushing up really well, so I just charge forward, and right here I kind of slip through everybody and manage to get kind of unseen to the top here, and the medic has to pop his Uber early and just kind of gets juggled around, and want to get those stickies low enough to blow up the telly, but I don't even need to because Captain Hero takes it out for me, or some other teammate. And I think he might escape. I don't even have to throw a grenade at him. Captain Hero's got him in the back with a shotgun. And we are pushing him back all the way to the first point, and that Pyro, to his credit, was trying a compression blast, and then I hit an invisible spy, which you always gotta love that when you're playing spy, and there's a pinch point like this where there really is no alternate path to take. You've got the top path up the stairs on the side and straight down the middle, and either way you go, you're gonna run into people throwing bombs and rockets and bullets everywhere. And, even with the dead ringer, you're going to be hard-pressed to get far enough behind the front in the short amount of time that you've got there to be able to pull it off. And I do like the lock and load. In fact, I was using it probably 50-50, that and the grenade launcher, before I found the strange grenade launcher, and now I just can't bring myself to play with the lock and load because I just love the way it's counting my kills. I know it's a trivial thing, but it is just too much fun. That and the fact that when you are in a situation where you're trying to cover a corner, or if you're trying to hit a sentry gun from a great distance, and you don't quite get the angle right, and they land just right next to it or whatnot, they'll still blow up and potentially kill it, or the engineer, or everyone there. And there's another good suicide moment where I self-detonate, essentially. I managed to get a domination on the pyro that I shot in the same instant. Of course, I explode, and he gets revenge, and the other fellow there, I believe it was the scout, who also took a shot at me there in that moment, also got revenge. And there's another valiant attempt at a compression blast, and here's a phlogistonator pyro. I thought he was going to run straight at me, so I shot straight, but he kind of veered to the side, which, you know, either good move or bad tracking of your target, one way or the other. I missed him. So, yeah, I'll blame the pyro for me missing. That's fair, right? Yeah, it's always something. I'm just going to say my cat was on fire. That was why. So, right here I see that mini sentry. I'm like, you know, I'm just going to get loaded up, I'm going to get some health, hopefully get healed. Thank you, boring kid. Good medicing. Medics might not be at the top of the scoreboard at the end, they might not get the most points, but they are definitely the most valuable. And I see him getting shot by that mini, and even though I'm not all the way reloaded, I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't want him to get shot anymore, so I just go in and take that out. But it's unnecessary because he pops his quick fix, and I take this opportunity to move in and take out the telly there. I see somebody in the text on blue talking about 3 NGs on attack, sigh, but I'm thinking, oh, well, this is 3 NGs on attack, that means there's probably 3 teleporters to destroy. So I head to their spawn, but I really don't like spawn camping people, so I see the soldier coming out, I kind of specifically wait for him to get out of the way of the crit, because I don't like spawning camping people. It's really, you know, just adding insult to injury. It's like a slap in the face, you know, and it's kind of against good manners, really, as far as, you know, TF2 is concerned. You know, you generally don't spawn camp except on maps where, you know, like the cart is pushed in front of the spawn. Like the first map of Pipeline is a map where it's really hard to avoid spawn camping to some degree because you've got to push 10 feet in front of their spawn. So, you know, if they're coming out that door and getting shot, it's like, well, yeah, because we've got to push right here. You can't really complain about that. It's the map. If you don't like it, don't play here. So, coming down to 90 seconds left, and feeling pretty confident about this round because, you know, they haven't really managed to build in any good spots. They haven't managed to push with any Ubers. Even though they've been communicating well, they have just been somewhat disjointed in their efforts, like too many people trying to stay alive rather than push. And here they've got a sentry gun set up, and try to make a mental note of that, like, yeah, sentry gun set up around this corner, careful. And no more than 10 seconds from now, I'm like, hey, look, 2 medics. And when I stick my head around the corner, I'm like, you know, oh man, I gotta kill those medics. So I get loaded up, and yep, some people came up. I'm like, oh, there's my opening. I'll get those medics. Oh, yeah, there's that sentry. Brilliant. So the takeaway from that would be, when you know, scope out an area, make note of the location of sentry guns and whatnot, and don't forget about them. Actually do, you know, remember your mental notes. Of course, the other flip side of, you know, tight confined spaces being a Demoman's strength is that they're also a sniper's strength. And you see the Machina shots, you know, whizzing by my head, and that one not whizzing so much by it as through it. Yeah, I can't think of a much better place than that alleyway there to try to get multiple kills with one shot with the Machina. Makes that awesome sound effect. And that's the end of that round, and good solid hold on defense. But that's not the end of my video. I've got a bonus clip from my friend Cyrus's Twitch TV stream that he does almost every night of the week, I think, or at least like 5 or 6 days of the week. And here we are setting up a double Uber. The other medic, German boy, is going in first with Cyrus, and I am waiting for their Uber to come to its end, or near enough to it, to run in and pop a second Uber. And I really don't think Red was expecting that, but Cyrus gets like 18 points in a matter of like 18 seconds, and that's good times. We get the first point, and continue on through the map. There are links below to the stream that I was with him on last night for a couple hours, and to his channel in general. Thanks for watching. Like it if you liked it. I will be bringing you another video either probably tomorrow or the day after. And like I said, my target is 3 to 4 a week. You know, like one every other day would be good. I'd be happy with that. And I will catch you next time. Later.